Good morning, everyone. This is Scrap Lady here. I have a tip for you. It is something that I learned by trial and error yesterday. I got this new Ditto, look at my hands, they're all red, full of ink, Ditto Glimmer Mist on clearance from Michael's for $1.99. So I decided to check it out. So I had a bag, and I was spraying a piece of paper, and unfortunately the sprayer was not where I wanted it to be, and I had a couple things on the floor, and I sprayed glimmer mist on the things that I had on the floor. One of them was this Martha Stewart punch set that I'm actually giving to someone as a present, and it was covered with glimmer mist. I was not happy whatsoever. There was glimmer mist, sprinkles of glimmer mist all over the front and the side of the box. And because it was a fine mist, it had already dried. And I tried, or slightly dried, I tried wiping it with a tissue, and it kind of smeared it. Didn't make it dark red or anything, but it just smeared it. And I thought, what am I going to do? I cannot give this to someone looking like this. It was awful. So I had gotten a tip from someone how to clean your Cricut cutting mat with the Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. And I thought, well, I use that for lots of things around the house. I'm going to give it a try. So I dampened my Mr. Clean sponge ever so lightly, and I just started lightly wiping the box again. The Mr. Clean sponge was dampened just slightly, not wet, just very, very slightly dampened. And to my amazement, the ink came off the box. And as you saw, the box is perfectly clean. So my tip for the day, and I'm just going to do this on this box here. I'm going to spray my glimmer mist on this piece of paper and get a few sprinkles on the box. And I want to do it from far away so it gets the same kind of effect that it got from what I did yesterday, because the box I had was on the floor and I was spraying off to the side on my desk. So not only do I have it now on the box, but I have it all over my desk, my mat. So here's my little piece of magic dry erase, and I'm going to wipe the box. Now this box, because it's shiny, is getting very red. However, once I wipe it, and I'm just using a Kleenex to wipe it off, it all comes off. See, if I use a Kleenex to wipe it over here, see how it's smeared? And now let me just put the Mr. Clean dry erase to that. That's exactly what happened when I wiped it with the Kleenex the last time. It smeared, and now it all came clean off the box. Now this is a shiny box, has a, some kind of base coat on it, I'm sure. The Martha Stewart box didn't, but it did come clean. Now, this glimmer mist, you probably can't see it, but it's on my craft mat, and it's on my craft mat in this area right here. So I'm just going to see what it does on my craft mat. Now, it got really red, and then wiping it with a Kleenex, it's coming off. I got it all over my heat tool as I was spraying. Let's see what happens when I just wipe it with the tissue. When I just wipe it with the tissue, it smears. See that? It just smears. Let's see what happens when I wipe it with the Mr. Clean dry eraser. Magic eraser, sorry. Okay, so it's kind of reddish. Now let me get a clean tissue. And look at that. It all came off. Let me get this in camera here. It all came off. So, don't panic if you have sprayed glimmer mist on something that you didn't want to spray it on. Take out your Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, lightly dampen it, and I would recommend just peeling off a piece, not using, especially if it's red, because otherwise it makes a mess on the whole eraser. So just pulling off a piece of the Magic Eraser, very lightly dampened, especially if it's a box, and as a matter of fact, I got another spot on the box. So let me just pull off another piece here, and I didn't even wet it this time. And boy, this stuff gets everywhere. I have little bits of it on the box again, and I'm wiping it off, and it's all, see, there's a little spritz right here. See that? All gone. So, I'm going to put this box somewhere. I'm not going to do that anymore. So, my tip of the day, Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, or I guess whatever other brand you want to use. Don't panic if you have gotten glimmer mist on something where you didn't want it to go. I don't guarantee it's going to work on all surfaces, but you saw that it worked on the box, the Martha Stewart box, which doesn't have that plasticky coating like my Cricut cartridge does, but it worked on my Cricut cartridge box. It worked on my heat gun. You saw when I wiped it with a tissue, it just smeared. When I used the Mr. Clean Magic Erase, it came off. So, this is Scrap Lady with the tip of the day. Don't panic right away if you have glimmer misted something you didn't want to. Again, it won't work on regular paper, but give it a try. See if you can get it off before you panic. I hope this helps. Have a great day, everyone.